The call came in at 3:17 a.m. Not to the police, not to emergency services. It came to a closed radio frequency used only by one institution, the city morgue. A distorted voice, male, calm, almost polite. "I believe you'll be needing another room," the voice said. Then, silence. This was the last signal ever traced to room 417. "I'm a journalist. I've covered murders, disappearances, crimes without bodies, and bodies without names. But this case, this one followed me home." It began in a city most people pass through without remembering. No landmarks, no postcards, just concrete, rain, and fluorescent light. Room 417 was part of a low-budget roadside motel scheduled for demolition, the kind of place where people stayed when they didn't want to be seen. Over the course of 6 months, 4 people entered that room. None of them walked out. No signs of struggle, no blood, no witnesses, only timestamps. The first victim was a traveling insurance auditor, middle-aged, divorced, no enemies. He checked in at 9:42 p.m. Security footage showed him unlocking the door to room 417. The camera glitched for 3 seconds. That was the last frame of him alive. His body was discovered the next morning, sitting upright on the bed, eyes open, hands folded. Cause of death? Acute respiratory failure. No toxins found. No trauma. The second victim arrived 12 days later. A woman, late 20s. She paid in cash, asked for the same room. That detail was ignored at the time. Again, no exit footage. Again, no signs of violence. Again, death by respiratory collapse. By the third body, the police were out of explanations. No fingerprints except the victims. No DNA. No forced entry. No surveillance failures, except, always without exception, 3 seconds of missing footage when the door opened. Room 417 was sealed. Or so they thought. The fourth death didn't happen in the room. It happened in the police station. Detective Mark Henson was the first to notice something was wrong. He'd been reviewing the case files late at night alone when his breathing became shallow. Witnesses say he stood up, reached for the door, and collapsed. Autopsy results mirrored the others. Acute respiratory failure. No explanation. Except for one thing. In Henson's jacket pocket, they found a motel keycard. Room 417. That was when the city panicked. The motel was demolished 2 weeks later. Room 417 was reduced to rubble. Case closed. Officially. But crimes don't end just because files are stamped. 3 months after the demolition, a woman contacted me. She worked for a telecom company. She said she'd been running a routine audit of old radio frequencies. And she found something. A signal, repeating every night at exactly 3:17 a.m. Always the same message. "I believe you'll be needing another room." The signal originated from coordinates where the motel once stood. No transmitter, no power source, just air. Then came the final discovery. Hidden in the archived motel records was a name. A long-term resident, paid monthly, always requested the same room. Room 417. His name had been removed from all digital systems, but not from paper. The man had died 9 years earlier. Cause of death? Acute respiratory failure. The official explanation now is environmental contamination, faulty wiring, gas leaks, coincidence. But here's the part they don't like to talk about. Every victim in room 417 had one thing in common. They were all present in one way or another when the original resident died. A doctor who signed the report, an insurance auditor who dismissed a claim, a clerk who altered records, a detective who buried evidence. Justice, it seems, checked in long after checkout. And as for the signal, it stopped the night this story was written. I haven't slept well since, because last night at 3:17 a.m., my phone vibrated. Unknown number, no voice, just a message. Your room is ready.
When the message arrived on my phone, I knew it wasn't random. Your room is ready. I stared at the screen. The time, 3:17 a.m. The same hour the original signal had appeared for the victims. The same hour every death had occurred in room 417. I should have ignored it. I should have deleted it. But curiosity is a dangerous companion in this line of work. I traced the number. No registered owner, no service provider, just a connection. Somewhere that shouldn't exist. The next morning, I went back through the archived files of the motel, looking for anything I might have missed. Every report, every log, every maintenance record. And there it was, a set of papers hidden at the bottom of a dusty filing cabinet, photos I hadn't seen before. A man standing in room 417, not the resident who had died 9 years ago. Someone else, tall, thin, wearing a mask of calm, looking directly at the camera. And behind him, the victims, alive but frozen in a moment, as if time itself had stopped around them. A chill ran down my spine. I realized the deaths were not caused by a gas, a toxin, or a fault in the wiring. Room 417 didn't kill them. Room 417 trapped them. It wasn't a room in a motel. It was a mechanism, a place where the consequences of past actions manifested physically, where unfinished business demanded its toll. I dug deeper. Phone records, emails, personal notes of the deceased. Each person who had entered the room had played a role, knowingly or unknowingly, in the life of the original resident. Mistakes, lies, cover-ups, dismissals, and the room had collected its price. Then came the new discovery. A maintenance worker had survived the demolition. He didn't know why, or maybe he did. He claimed he'd been sent to strip the electrical panels, but when he entered room 417, he heard a whisper, "Do not touch, not yet." He fled, and that was why the signal still existed, because the mechanism, whatever it was, had not been fully deactivated. I realized I had a choice. I could ignore the message, leave the room closed forever in memory and rubble, or I could investigate further and risk whatever the room demanded next. At 3:17 p.m., yes, p.m., not a.m., I returned to the old site. Concrete, rubble, dust, nothing remained but fragments. I walked over, feeling the air grow thick. A vibration ran under my feet, and then, in a flash of clarity, I understood. The room is not tied to walls. It is tied to awareness, to guilt, to memory, to me. A whisper filled the empty lot. Your room is ready. I ran. I am writing this now because if I disappear tonight, someone must know the truth. Room 417 doesn't exist in physical space. It exists in consequences. It exists wherever those who wronged others remain unaware. And the moment you acknowledge it, it finds you. Because the last signal is never random. It is deliberate, patient,
and it waits.